Pond lovers, I am so excited to share this opportunity with you. We have been going out to Denver, building Denver's best swim pond. This thing is insane. Huge machines, huge boulders. I want you guys to share this journey while we take amazing homeowners, an amazing team, and an amazing job site, and we build one of the world's most incredible water features. I'm John Adams with Modern Design Aquascaping, and our team builds custom ponds, fountains, and waterfalls out of natural stone and wood, and my goal is to educate and inspire the entire world about ponds and water features. Like, comment, subscribe, and smash that bell. Give us some support. Let's go back to 21. So I just want to talk a little bit about our liner installation on this project, because we did something we've never done before. We brought in another company to do the seaming, and there's a story behind it. They were actually supposed to have the liners installed and seamed before we got there, but because of weather, that didn't turn out. We end up with another company in doing our liner installation. We helped with the liner installation, but they did the seams. I'll put a link up there to how we like to do seams. You guys can see that up top if you want to watch the full process. But what we found out on this project is that most people who seam EPDM liner do only the cover tape. They do a 6-inch cover tape. You're watching that be installed right now. But for us, I've talked to the Firestone guys before in this process. The double-sided tape that we use in the first process is good enough to be waterproof all on its own. The 6-inch cover tape that you're seeing be installed on this project is good enough to be waterproof all on its own. But for me, when I'm putting 1,000 tons of boulders into this water feature, I'm gonna do both, because I want an added layer of protection in every single thing I do. That's just the way it works between my years. I don't ever want to come back and try to find a spot where two liners aren't hooked well together. I feel confident in watching these guys do this project, that they did a great job. I don't have any worries, but I would feel even better had there been a prior layer put in, double-sided tape before the 6-inch cover tape. I just am all about insurance plan, backup plan, bulletproof projects, go the extra mile. Guys, it's up to you what you do, but I wanted to share this with you while you're watching the liner go in, because it's something that's very important between John's ears. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Hey world, John G. Just wanted to let you know that this episode of Amazing Giant Swim Ponds is brought to you by Monster Energy Drinks. Have an awesome day. Hey, some things I want to talk about. A lot of things that people don't think about on these big projects, like aggregate. We had 250 tons of boulders sitting here when we started on this project. It's the Memorial Day holiday on Monday. Today is Saturday, and we're not getting more boulders until Tuesday. We are gonna be out of rock. We had delivered 50 tons, 20 tons, 50 tons, 50 tons, 170 tons of different sizes of aggregate for that project. Think about laying out a project of this scope and how much space it takes to actually stage all those materials. Let's go out down to the pond and talk about what's happening down there, what we've got finished. Another thing we should talk about on one of these big projects, guys, is we have a pump that runs jets all throughout the pond, because circulation is just as important as filtration. So we're doing a loop, big 3-inch pipe all the way around this pond, and then we're breaking down into 2-inch pipe and running down, and then we're going to 1-inch pipe. All of this translates to the maximum water flow that we can get out of each and every jet without losing all of our flow to friction loss. The other thing we want to talk about is the way the shelves have been cut in. You guys can kind of start to notice now, instead of cutting a ring around the pond 18 inches high, you're gonna notice our shelves are all different heights. Some of them are 5 feet tall, Then there's a 2-foot and a 3-foot and a 1-foot and a 4-foot. That's how it happens in nature. There is no consistency. Don't do the boring old shelf thing. You have all different heights of rocks. You have all different heights of shelves. We're running 1-inch schedule 40 flex pipe for our conduits for our lights because it's a long way from the top to the bottom. You guys want to know something? When you do a big project and a light goes out in a year or two and you have to come back and fix it, ask yourself, how am I going to find the end of that wire? We are labeling using each conduit. They're labeled 1 through 50, and each one is labeled on the top and the bottom. And each one is labeled with a L for lower shelf, M for middle shelf, T for top shelf, B for bottom of pond. Guys, get creative, get intelligent, do something different, make your jobs fun, and give your customers a great pond experience. That's all I gotta say today. I'm gonna go sling some rocks. Later. Look at how cute is that guy. So cute and fuzzy. Are you going to come say hello to me? Hello, my little friend. Hi. Oh, he's got some grass. So this was super important to me. I've seen a lot of projects here lately where I just feel like the stability of the rocks, the size of the rocks, the construction methodologies are less than optimal. So I want to share with you the importances to me. I think a lot about gravity when I'm building the water feature. When we're cutting our shelves, always lean the shelf back into the wall. Gravity will win over time. If it's going to slide your rocks at all, make sure it's sliding into the bank and not into the pond. When we're building platforms and stacking rock upon rock, always make sure that your rocks are big enough and significant enough that they won't fold or buckle under pressure of time. We typically will set our boulders out off the wall, and then we'll backfill with gravel up against the next shelf to create a large, stable, reinforced platform to put the next boulders on. You'll see us in the video putting lots of small stones in between the big boulders. Once we put them in there, it locks the boulders together from the front, and then when we backfill behind those boulders with gravel or with soil, it cinches them down together on the shims that we put in. That gives us a stable wall that will last a lifetime of a water feature, and I think that's a very important part. Just as important as the artistic aspect is the functionality and the stability, because the last thing we want to do is squish somebody with a giant rock. Just saying. Just want to share this single rock experience because Aaron is all over this cottonwood tree, and this is a super challenging spot, so I thought I'd share it with you. You're hitting it, you're hitting it. You're gonna break your hydraulic line. Right there, it's touching the tree. Oh yes, you gotta go down if you're gonna do anything, buddy. Okay, challenge, big arm. Got the tree branches up there. The rock is almost on the ground. Oh, there you go, roll her out. Look at this. This is the spot right here, guys. It's been a really big pain in the pickle. This whole area from right here where I'm standing all the way over to there, because these two trees are leaning out in both directions. The spot here is too small for the big machine, so we have to lean them in from both directions. We're just challenging Aaron now, wants to see if he can actually reach it.
It's legit. So we got this one.
Hey guys, I want to take this opportunity to talk to you about job site cleanliness. We have multiple dumpsters on this site. We have garbage trucks coming in and out. Whenever we're planning a project, you can plan on us having 5 days of construction per 1 day of cleanup. That's kind of way that I figure it all out in the bidding process and in the construction process. Well, truth be known, we've been going over to the neighbor's house and hanging out in his pool and his hot tub, drinking cold beverages every evening here on our Colorado trip. So that's where we got introduced to the Moulin Rouge. So we decided that since it's been a pain to jump the fence, we were going to steal a couple of rocks from the current project and build ourselves an easement over this fence to the party time. So check out the team here. This is what we're doing after work to make our enjoyment more enjoyable. All so that we don't have to jump a fence in the dark. Watch the fence post. What are you working on here, Lindsay, Lou?
It's a step.
It's a step. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. It's a step.
It's easier than climbing the fence.
Strapping stones is all about physics. We have very particular goals when we're strapping stones. We want to make sure that the straps aren't underneath the rock when we set it down because it's very difficult to get them back out. Hunter Davis is my master strapper. That guy is as good or better than anybody I've seen strap rocks. He's my go-to dude on the strap. The guy that is strapping your stones will either make or break the speed and productivity of the people on the ground that are setting those stones. These top stones are the key rocks in the water feature. We always try to choose stones that look nice and natural, that don't have a lot of chips and nicks out of them. And we always want to make sure that those rocks are submerged. To me, I always want to keep in mind there's no perfection in nature. True story, guys. We just busted out a 6-day streak. It did not rain on us one time. It has been absolutely gorgeous here in Colorado, and I am so grateful. I'm gonna just spin the camera around, show you guys what we got done. Look at this. We've been laying rock 3 days. End of day 3. We got almost 100 tons of rock, jets, lights. It's just been absolute mayhem. We had a great time. Guys, take care. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching. Hey, I really appreciate it. By the way, if you haven't done so, this right here, do it, because we love y'all, man. Love us back. I'm out.